And happy Tuesday to you, and you know exactly what that means. And here we go with our 2 demi and 1 grand. Don't forget to breathe with your allonges. And relax when you're ready. Okay. Hi, Jane. Here we go, that's no problem. And careful with your ankles. And relax when you're ready. Okay. Let's have this one flex and place and flat and close and half point and close 4-point plie and flex and place flat and close half point and close and 4-point plie. Same thing to the back and 3 and 4 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Just lift it 3 times and place. Same thing to the side and place. Reverse. Flex, flat, half point, 4 point, close with demi-plie, backside and front. Just lift your flex 3 times on the inside and the same on the outside side. From there, let's roll through in our first position today with our arms in third. And here we go. And feel that flex in both legs. Roll through in your first. That's right, low shoulders, open your elbows, close your little fingers. Make sure you can see your fingers while looking straight forward. And relax when you're ready. Here we go. To the other side. And technically only close your second flex in plie, Gregg, not your first one. The first one on the inside closes straight knees. Second one closes with plie. Not even. Second one closes straight knees too. These 2 flexors there in the end of each sequence.
Oh, does it close plie?
Right, correct. Your tendons close plie, however your flexors don't. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. This is plie. There we go. 2. Ditto to the side. There we go. And relax when you're ready. That's it. Let's go tendu, half point and close. Tendu and flat and close. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Same thing back. Half point, close from there. Tendu, heel down, close from there. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 to plie, fifth back soutenu. Open your first, ready for the other side. Tendu, half point and close. Tendu from flat, brush it in. 4 more tendus. Ditto to the back and to the side. 2 inside front, 2 outside side. 2 inside back, last one closes in fifth. Soutenu to the other side.
Alex, were there port bras front and back? I know there was in
It's
second.
just your arm staying. The only time take your port de bras when you have these four tendus to the side. Other than that, leave your arms just either in third or in arabesque for the whole time. Okay, and here we go, really push down in both legs. And feel the toe articulation. 1, half, close, relax your feet. 1, flat, brush it in. 4 tendus. 1, close, and 2. And try to duplicate the same thing you just did. Plie back. 1. 1. Last one closes with demi-plie. There are 4, however, Gregg. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi-plie, 2 inside front, 2 outside side. To your left. And 1. 4. Last one, bend your knees as you close, and 1. To the back, I believe, Jane. Release your knees when you close. Keep going in your standing side. Close fifth. Finish. Good. Here's a mini Chinese puzzle. It shouldn't fluster you as much as the people that got confronted with this one last night. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Relevé soutenu. Other side. Three to the front, 3 to the back, 3 to the side. Reverse it with 2 to the back, 2 to the front, 2 to the side. Don't change. Keep going with 1. Encore with changing legs to plie. Back and the front and the side, back plie. 1 encore with the same leg, soutenu. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Three front, 3 back, 3 side, 2 back, 2 front, 2 side, 1 front, 1 back, 1 side, 1 inside front to demi-plie. 1 back, 1 front, 1 side, 1 inside back to demi-plie. 4 more tendus en croix with the same leg into your soutenu. And here we go. 3. 3, 2, 1. Plie. Let's not forget that last plie front, then the side, and the back, and the side. Plie soutenu. Here we go, and 1. Into plie. 1, 2. Into plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. finish. That was interesting there in the end. Yeah, let's not just not forget these onesies go into plie. The last one. Yeah, front, back, side, inside, front to plie. Same thing from the back. Before you take your 4 en croix. How about doing the same thing with dégagés, since this is such a fun combination? And yes, you outdid about 20 young ones. Just saying. Okay, here we go. And one. One. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. At the side and 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I guess I jinxed it there on the left side. Okay. Here's one that absolutely deserves repeating. First and the first and the first and the fifth, 4 chevals to the side. First and the first and the first and the fifth, 4 chevals en croix. 8 and the 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1, passé and flat, close fifth, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, into your fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, back and side and front and side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passé relevé, just stay there. We'll take the left after. Really feel how you're scratching the floor with these mini circles there in your pas de chevals, either side to side or front side, back side. Okay. And here we go. And one. That's much better. And 8. Close your fifth, passé and flat. And up. Good, and relax when you're ready. Just careful, Gregg, not in the very last moment not to tense up in your shoulders ever so slightly. To the contrary.
In the balance.
Yeah, exactly. You have your starting bell and then it just creeps in. I mean, it's very, very, very small, but it is there. Okay. Very brave port de bras there, Jane. And here we go. And now let's make sure we're pushing our toes into the floor instead of opening our legs. Your balance, relax your shoulders so you can feel their weight. And a nice easy neck. Right. Okay. Port de bras forward and 2 and 3 and plie and passé open to the side. Port de bras and 2 and 3 and plie and passé to the back. Back and 2 and 3 and 4 and passé, stay a little bit longer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Once and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's go front to attitude, side to attitude, back to attitude, side, close, ready to reverse, I think. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6. Hold on a second. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Let's just have 8 ronde-jambs, otherwise it's getting too fussy. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Stretch. Sorry, I did some bad counting there. Forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, passé balance, open side. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, passé balance, open back. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, passé balance. Front to side. Rons and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Done. Reverse. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, passé. Away from the bar, passé front. Port de bras, passé into preparing back to side, 8 ronde-jambs, and then let's stretch. Yes, Greg.
These aren't tabliers.
No,
Right.
there is not a single tablier inside today. Otherwise, I would have doubled the combination on you, and that was not necessarily necessary. So it's just a port de bras and a passé 3 times, 8 ronde-jambs, reverse, stretch.
So it doesn't open until the port de bras. The next port de bras. It opens with the next port de bras.
What
It
opens?
doesn't open first.
You're starting with your port de bras. That
Right.
opens from 5th because that's where we are. Then go into your passé balance until it's time for your next port de bras. So you're going straight into that.
Okay.
Ditto
that's
to the
fine.
back. Then you have your 8 ronds.
Okay.
Okay. And while we're talking about it, when you open it to the side, make sure your knee goes back, your heel comes forward. When you're opening it to the back, think that your knee is going up as your foot is going down before you come way back. Okay, and here we go. Feel that super pristine plié in 5th, passé relevé. Feel already your knee going back, your heel coming forward into your à la second plié. And a 2. we go. To the other side, please. And yeah, keep lengthening in these arms. Make it one gigantic arc into the opening for your port de bras or your preparation. Here we go. It is kind of what we did yesterday and kind of not. Front and the side and the back, plié, fouilleté on the haut, tombe forward, step back, side and the front and the back, plié, fouilleté, back to the other side. Back and the front and the side, plié, flick, flack, open à la seconde, coupé, plié, ton, relevé, close fifth, just hang out there for a second. Back and side and front, plié, fouilleté, en dedans, step back, come forward, side and the back and the front, plié, fouilleté, en dedans, fall back, step forward. Front and the back and the side, plié, flick, flack, en dedans, tout plié, coupé, plié, tout temps, relevé, plié, close fifth, be done. So it is front, side, front, back, front, side. Dat is your frappe. Fouilleté en dehors, fouilleté en dehors. Flick flack en dehors, temps relevé en dehors, open à la seconde, close fifth, reverse. Happy Tuesday. Ha! Side and front and back. The same fouilleté, just going back the other way. Now you're starting back and front and side. I believe that is the pattern we had yesterday. Flick flack en dehors. Flick flack en dehors. We are not fouilletéing any longer. Flick flack en dehors from there. Plié, flick flack en dehors. Coupé, plié, temps relevé, open à la seconde, close fifth. So you have a little bit more time for the temps relevé, so as to not panic and let the process happen. How are we doing up in Portland?
It reverses, right?
Yes, it does. So we're not lopsided.
Side, front, back, bump, bump. And the third one starts to the back?
Yes, then front, then side. Flick flack en dehors. Temps relevé en dehors. Open side, close fifth. Yep. Reverse. Okay, let's give that a try. It'll be a little calmer than yesterday, just saying. So you have an extra split of a second to think. Okay, here we go. But don't overthink. And 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 the side. And one. Closing elbow. Yes, and a close. It's back and side and front. It is side and back and front. It's front and back and side. And finish. Okay, not bad, not bad. Accepting therefore some pattern uncertainties. Yeah, Jane, already with that first flick flack, make sure we're not collapsing in that elbow underbar. When you take it, yeah, don't let it fly behind you. It actually wants to lead your standing side. And the same, of course, for the temps relevé.
Does that frappe to the side go right into plie?
You can have an extra count for plie. There's plenty of time for that. Right. Greg, try to really scratch the floor twice in your flick flack. There is a slight cheaty going on. It looks right, but I'm not entirely certain that you flew the floor twice instead of just once. Remember, it's just half and half, so much less shoulders, much more toes. Right. Relax. Careful not to fold in your elbows. Yeah, keep them nice and strong, but not terribly violent. Okay, let's have the other side. And here we go. Hold on a sec. We both mistrusted ourselves very much so. That would have been quite correct. Yeah, your second encore starts to the side, your third encore starts to the back. It's basically an encore pattern, changing the encore slightly. Front, side, back, front, back, front, side. So each set starts as if your encore just continues. And we are starting on the left side, Gregg. We did the right. Okay. Here we go. And here we go. Start side. Start back. And side, front, back. Side, back, front. Sorry. I said that wrong, but at least it's symmetrical. I totally looked at the wrong person there when I was bubbling. Okay. Let's go, in the hope that that will help your ankles somewhat. 1 and 2, open, fondu, flex, point. Now develop to the front. 2 pliés, really try to feel a stretch in your calf as you're doing that. Open, fondu, flex, point. Develop to the back. 1 and 2, open, fondu, flex, point. Develop à la seconde. Cheap but effective. Let's go 45 degrees to the front. Straight leg. Close fifth. Reverse. Plié, plié, open. Flex point in the end. Développé. Ditto to the front. Flex point. Développé. Ditto to the side. Flex point. Développé. Inside arabesque 45 degrees. Finish. And here we go. And really try to feel that flex point and double plié action, helping both legs. Super relaxed plié, 1 and 2. And stretch. Flex point. Develop. Same thing back. Feel your squareness. Make sure your bottom heel is forward as much as it can be. Close. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. To the other side, please. And One to the front and the one to the back and the one to the side, plie. One to the back and the one to the front and the one to the side, plie. One to the side and the one to the front and the one to the side and the one to the back. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven, soutenu, other side. One front, one back, one side, plie, one back, one front, one side. One side, one front, one side, one back. Cloches, obviously complètement, so in 2 counts, cloches or 1 counters. 7, soutenu, other side. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, plié. Back and the 2, 3 and the 4, side and the 4, plié. Side and the 2 and the front and the 2, side and the 2 and the back and the 2, cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, stretch, 7, soutenu, and 8. Here we go. Push into the floor, make these legs feel like they weigh about 1.5 ounces. Oh, nice and tall. Just suspend your center between your legs. And 2. Start side and 1. Toes first, nothing else. Let your body follow your toes. And relax when you're ready. All right, let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. for interrupting the drama. But there's some important business at hand. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves from yesterday. With 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a passé and 6 and a 7 and 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 passé and 6 and a 7 and 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. Passé and 2 and a 3 and a 4. Relevé, tell you what, just close fifth back. That makes it a little bit easier to remember that this leg starts going backward. And 2 and a 3 and a 4. 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8. Passé and 2 and a 3 and a 4. Relevé. Technically, yeah, close fifth position behind the second time as well. However, we'll stop because it's an awful lot of tendus. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
How is Jane doing? Okay. And here we go. And Owen. Nice even hips. Always feel that same fifth position when you close. Interesting transitions there. Yeah, let's remember that slight relaxation of your shoulders and top of your balance. And make sure you know where it's going next. So it would be sideways away from you and backwards slightly into your fifth position. When we do it from the other side, let's already add that little progression. Coming forward and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 on the down pirouette. No, on the haut pirouette, my bad, close. Going back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 on the down pirouette from your front fifth with your front foot. Make sure you don't change your fifth positions when you close your passé. 8 and the 7 and the 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1, the same balance we just had to practice relaxing our shoulders and our neck during our balance. Close fifth back so you can start it on the other side immediately. Going backward. And that's all there is to it. Are we good? Yeah, and feel your turns starting in either coupe back or coupe front on its way to passé. And remember, from the back we're going on the or, from the front we're going on the down, which is kind of the wrong way around, but it has a lot of benefits. Yes, Jane, I see slight question marks popping.
And then we go back on the right when we reverse it.
Yes, I believe so.
And that's on the down first.
Yes. Now on the or from your back foot. Now 8. Balance. Close 5th position back. Okay. Well, be good to give this a try.
We're starting with the left foot back, right?
Yes, we are. You are absolutely correct.
Okay.
And here we go. And the one. Now it's the reverse quarter bra. Just passive. Relax your neck. Close 5th back. Right foot starts back. With your reverse quarter bra. Plie pirouette on the dent. Close front. Come forward with your back foot. Pirouette on the dent. On the or. Sorry. And now we're going back. 6. And the passive 2. It should be your right foot, I think. Yes. And relax for a second. I guess we could start it one more time on the right. What do you say? Just to have one more chance at not getting stunned after our pirouette. You're basically always switching feet. However, don't switch fifths with your passe. That's important. Okay. Oh, one last time. Coming forward with an on the up or that port de bras. Okay. And here we go. A little bit more to the side when you turn, and feel your coupe to get started. 8, 7, passing right foot, close and 1, back on the left, on the dent, forward on the right. And back on the left. And relax when you are ready. Well, we definitely discovered that there is much more to this than it appears.
Yeah.
So maybe this combo has one more day to live. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Fifth, brush your attitude, whoa, not like me. From fifth to tendez, plié, brush that back attitude one more time. To that corner, close your fifth. You're ready for the other side. Passez en face, plié, effacé, relevé, tombé, pas de bruit. Développez, écarté, plié. It's a little demi-rond to attitude, tendez back and forward. Close fifth. Change with your passé to croisé, plié, arabesque. Relevé, tombé. Tendez, close fifth. Brush your first attitude from your fifth so you really can feel that. Tendez back. Forward, try to feel the same thing one more time in your back foot to land in your fourth position and to close. So this is really trying to get you to brush your toes into that attitude. First time from fifth position plié, second time obviously from fourth. Give yourself 2 tendez out of that, Jane. Yeah, after your attitude, go tendez back and forward, close fifth. There we go. Now you can start with your front foot to arabesque. It's your front leg that goes to arabesque. Changing corner again. Correct. Plié, relevé. Tombe back. Tendez forward, close fifth. That's it, Gregg, right? But careful not to pitch sideways like I did. Then from the heel forward, brush your toes into the floor for a square attitude. You have to feel a really nice long standing side. There you go. Exactly, Gregg. That's exactly right. Try to feel exactly the same thing when you take your turn. That's the idea. I would make the attitude a little lower and a little smaller to get us started because it's a little bit easier to control and to feel.
Yeah.
Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Same standing side super strong. Feel that same standing side super strong. So you get the same action 3 times in your standing side. From your arabesque relevé to attitude relevé to attitude turn. So see if you can actually stabilize that side and use it. Okay. And here we go. Long standing side. Two arms up there, Jane, for that one. just careful not to be a pushover. Yeah, Jane, remember relevé means to push down into the floor. Right now you're taking off. And that is why you have the little chuck in there. Exactly. Yeah, it wants to be the opposite of it.
Yeah.
And once again, we have to relax our neck and shoulders just a little tiny bit more to actually feel where you are. Otherwise, if you're just tense, you cannot monitor and slightly make any adjustments as you need them. Instead of getting stopped in your passe before you develop piece, can you try to feel it really passes through to attitude before you stretch? Feel that? It's a little bit like our fondue coordination, just a tad. Especially to the side where we can easily get stuck right there with that high knee. Yeah, feel attitude to open rather than passe and then try to stretch it from passe. And what is really important, Jane, when you take that écarté to attitude, your knee technically does not move.
I figured that.
So it is literally just your toes going behind you. Leave that knee in place. Otherwise, you're giving yourself that huge thingy. And just guide the movement behind you so you can fall out of it. And other than that, standing side arm and working leg. We can connect them even more, even more, even more. Okay, how about starting it on the other side? And here we go. And be diligent not to over plie so you can come back out of it. Not too violent. Easy. Got it. Push down. Heel forward for that attitude beginning there, Jane. Yeah, much better there, Gregg, on the second side. On the first side, your future self will easily figure out how you could push yourself over so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference between pushing down and brushing behind you.
From the fifth,
Yeah.
If the attitude's going that way,
Yeah.
Where's the? I'm not sure how to get it to the attitude from the fifth.
Let's go slow motion. That's a really good question. And let me show it first in emphasis so you can see it. This leg is already in attitude. All you have to do is push down. Same angle, same everything. It's a little bit like going to coupe from a plie. So if you're here, all you have to do is push down and bring that heel forward without moving your shoulders too much because they're already in place. Your shoulders kind of are already facing where they need to, at least tension-wise. If you feel like they're staying where they are and it's just your heel coming forward, then you'll, yeah, almost there. But really make sure you're flicking your toes behind you as you're doing it because you need that to guide yourself
I-
backward. Yeah, I know
How
it's
do I get
weird.
I'm not sure how to get it to move from the fifth. It's stuck.
From your standing leg heel. This is true. Yes, true on the down. Standing leg heel forward, everything else falls in place. That's right. Standing leg heel and counter shoulder. That is basically all you need. Zoom. Uh-huh. And careful to guide it behind you. But that is the beginning, and that is the trick to all grand pirouettes that go on the down this way. Attitude or arabesque or whatever. If you can feel the connection between that opening counter shoulder and your standing leg heel pushing forward at the same time, together with the brush behind you, most likely you will always place yourself correctly. Yep, that's the idea. This is a great thing to do when you're stuck at the checkout line at Trader Joe's or for Gregg online. With your takeout orders, just go plie fifth, attitude, stay. Okay. I might put that into the next one. What do you say? That doesn't work. Something will. Plié and attitude and tenlié and balancer and balancer and balancer and balancer and chasser and plié and en dehors to tenlié to fifth to attitude tenlié balancer balancer. Oh, balancer. Pas de basque. 2/5. There we go. Perfect. Plié and attitude and tenlié, balancer forward, balancer back, balancer side, chasser forward, plié. En dehors to fourth, tenlié back, close your fifth. Attitude, tomber back, balancer, pas de basque. I think that all will fit. And it gets us back to the other side. So we are starting with plié in fifth, attitude, back, balancer, 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 chasser forward, plié, pirouette en dehors, tomber back, close fifth, one more attitude brush, just the same one, tomber back, balancer forward, into a pas de basque to the other side. Well, we're good to give this a mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you stuck with your balancing?
Maybe, yeah, I think.
Forward, backwards, sideways into chassé croisé. Front, remember your balance is always your second foot crosses in the back. That should give you the correct standing leg to chassé forward.
And tenlié back.
Yeah, to close in fifth again. to brush your attitude again. To tombe back again. Let's make it a tombe, not a tombe. Yeah. One more balance in, now one pas de basque. That gets you to the other side. Close fifth. You're ready to go again. So we are starting with our right foot in back. Right.
Are they both tombe back?
Yes. Let's keep them both tombe back. Yeah. Makes it nicer to get into your balance. And see if you just can work on that mechanic. I wouldn't favor my back knee too much for a high attitude. Just try to feel brush, let your foot go where it goes. But not too high, so we're not starting to lift our hip or our butt right into it. I see another concern there. Are we good to give this a try?
I think I'm missing something.
Okay.
Unless the second part is much slower than I think. Maybe it is.
Would you like to mark it one more time?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Is that making a little bit more sense?
Yes.
Good. So it's a fairly calm affair, the whole thing. So we really can focus on what is important. Okay. Take it nice and light. And just careful not to hike up that leg too much. Yeah, remember it's counter shoulder, standing leg heel more than anything else. Let's remember you're pushing yourself off your toes for your onde or pirouette as well. It's the same little brushy action, even though it doesn't look like it and it probably doesn't feel like it, but it's the same little flicking of your toes toward your standing leg to set you up for your pirouettes. Just the same that attitude was supposed to do. Are we good to try this one more time?
Yeah.
Here's one addition if you choose it. So it's not a requirement, it is only a possibility. If you really want to push your leg. 1, 2. If you want to. Yep. It is easier than you think. Just because it comes from a funky place does not mean that it doesn't work. All right.
Right.
But this is absolute on-the-dome mechanics. If you can do that from fifth into attitude and tumble back, your on-the-dome mechanics are absolutely correct. And then you can apply the same thing regardless of which position you're coming from. Okay. I guess you made my point for me, Gregg. Thank you. Here we go. And stuck there. Yeah, it's the same attitude and the same tumble back into the same direction, Gregg. But I commend you a lot for trying this. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. And actually, in this case, that in second position is much more helpful than taking both of them up. Because that is your opening side in this case, with your counter shoulder. Right. And when you do your arms to second, it works much easier than if you take them both up, as we did there on occasion.
Okay.
We'll keep going on this. This is a fascinating thing. Okay. First and the first and the first and the fifth and the second and the fifth and the second and the fifth, fourth and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, just for Gregg, plie, close first, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the fifth, 2 and the 2, second and the fifth and the second and the fifth, fourth and the fifth, second and the fifth, up, down. This is a super low attitude, right, Jane? There's nothing to it. Just close your first from there. So really see that attitude at dégagé height, if not even lower. First fifth front, first fifth back, échappé close, fourth and fifth, second and fifth, go, tumble back, close first. Yep, that's exactly right. But you're landing FRC.
Oh.
Yeah. And even if you don't make it all the way around, it's not a big deal. All you have to do is know that your landing goes there. As you're landing, your body can still move into that direction. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't think about it, just do it. 1, 2, 3, close fifth front, second, fourth, second, go. Tumble close and fifth, fourth, second, go. And I would change my spot. So you know already which way you're going next. Okay. And here we go. Nice and light in your toes. Push that floor away. And one arm goes to second, not to third. And relax. Yeah, arm to second, not to third. That would have helped a little bit. But as I say, we'll
The
keep
second
it.
in the attitude.
Yes. In this case, it's actually more helpful. Because that arm really makes you sail around, because it's your opening side in this case.
So here.
No. We are still in this one. Think Mercury.
Oh.
Because it's that connection that keeps you where you want to be.
And then
So-
Yeah. See how easy that is? Yes, Jane.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was trying to bring the attitude through.
Right, no, it tumbled back.
Yeah.
You're reading my mind. At first I thought, how would it be with the Failli Padbury Antonin? But then I figured, let's stick with what we already have. Weird how that stuff works through the screen. Zoom, right, and tumble onto it, but you're tumbling to the wrong corner. That's the only thing. But other than that, it works just fine. Yep. You can do that in between whipping eggs and stuff. Whip around.
I have several closet things for.
Okay. The only thing I would suggest, if you're doing it while whipping eggs, do not take the whisk with you unless you want to renovate your house. Little Pollock action here. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this again. Yes, I do. Act 1. Changement, glissade, changement, glissade, changement, glissade, change, assemblée, glissade, change. Changement, glissade, changement, glissade, changement, glissade, assemblée, glissade, change. That gets you to the other side. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, do change. Assemblée, so to speak, dessous. One more glissade to change. You're back on the same side. Start over. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, don't change. Assemblée. One more glissade change to get to the other side. You're on the other side. Changement, glissade, changement, glissade. Changement, glissade, change, assemblée dessous. And one more glissade change. Yep, start over. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, don't change. Changement, glissade, don't change. And assemblée, one more glissade change to get to the other side. There. Are we good to give this a mark? And one more glissade change. Now you can do act 2. No, this just goes regularly through with assembly. No, in the end, one glissade change to get to the other foot. Right. Oh, I guess that did it. Are we good to give this a try? I guess I just exploded Jane's computer. Let's give it a mark. What did you say?
Yeah.
One. Change assembly. Glissade. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can manage. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Right. It was exactly
right?
Yes, it was a glissade, but that was exactly correct, logistically speaking. All right, let's do the other side before we say goodbye. And maybe Jane is on her way to us right now. Okay, here we go. And would you like to have a redemption set on that side? Okay, one last time on this side. Here we go. That's it. Almost. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.